welcome along and welcome to a very snowy December here on Attingham Park. It is, well, we are actually slightly earlier than I'd expected to be for this episode because I was expecting to move forward to January, but it seems that that's not going to happen because best price has been reached a little bit early. If we have a look in here, the best price for our wheat, that is currently $7.39 and dropping, and $7.32 is our best price. So I want to grab that now. Sorghum, best price we're looking for is $9.43, and we are at $9.54. Although I do still have two prices going up, whereas with the wheat, everything is, that's a long way below. So we may skip ahead to the next day and sell the sorghum, but I think the wheat certainly has topped off. The other thing we've got is our wonderful tractor here. This is now available in the shop used. It's got 40 hours on the one in the shop, but it would save us 20,000. I think I'm going to pass on that. I had considered changing that over, but 40 hours is very, very high on that tractor. So I think we're going to leave that. We'll stay with the one we've got. So yeah, really the only thing we need to do today is to get our 7810 running and load up the trailer and start selling some wheat, really. I have noticed that the shed here has had a whole load of snow fall inside of it. In fact, most of the sheds have, so I don't think we've got any snow masks on any of these sheds, which is an interesting thing to note, especially when we're storing some stuff on the ground. But it's time to make some money here on Attingham Park. It's time for us to move up in the world and be able to start getting our pigs and everything. So that is probably going to be what we're doing in January. Is getting the pigs and getting them all set up. Probably get a new tractor today of some description. I think we're going to get the other one. Oh wow, we can't even see the grate for our storage here. Right, we want wheat, so this is going to take a couple of loads of the wheat to do this. And there we go. We will put a cover on this while we're transporting it. There we are. And yeah, best place to sell the wheat, that is going to be British Grain by the looks of things. Yeah, British Grain. So let's see where that is on our map. Actually, no, best thing I can do actually is tag the place. So we'll tag it. We'll see where our bright green... I can't see where it is. Where are we headed? It also doesn't show you on that map there. Let's have a look on this one then. Do we have a highlighted place? Yes, down there. That is where we're going. British Grain. So I'll be out here, down the road here, and all the way, and then get lost in the housing estate, which is always a complete maze. I can see British Grain on the map now, and this is where things get a little bit maze-like. Now, oh, I can see the great green column sticking out of it as well, telling me where to go. And actually, I've not got lost as much as I normally get in this housing estate. Seems to be fairly close. Right. Oh, we are sliding a bit. That there, and I believe this is where we're delivering it to. So one quick check before we go in and just make sure that our price is still good. In fact, the price has gone up slightly to 740. That's good. Just looking at the prices on this, that's holding at 9.52, but British Grain here again, the price is still going up. So yeah, we are going to sell this wheat. We've only got 10,000 litres of wheat left, and I kind of want to hold on to that. If we're going to do some chickens, chicken feed is much, much more expensive to have to go and buy in than just to hold on to a whole pile of wheat. So I think we might add chickens to the farm, as I was saying last time. So we'll sell this 14,000 litres and make a decent amount of money off this. We're then going to head back to the farm, and it's taken us quite a while to get down here. It's taken most of the morning, really. So what I'm thinking is maybe getting hold of something to lease at the moment and eventually purchase that should cover us getting a... Ooh, that's a first. So we made 10,746. We had a £500 environmental score penalty. Let's have a look at our precision farming setup. Yeah, we are into 32. I'm intrigued. If I select this, should be able to see. Oh, we've not scanned anything yet, so we've got to spend some money scanning our fields. We've scanned field 6. That's the only one we've scanned. And it is showing me. So that's got a 57 on it. A 26, a 26, and a 24. Yeah, we really need to work on our environmental score for next year. And of course, we are playing it with the harder version of precision farming. We can't use spot spraying because technology is too new for our farm, and yeah, we can't go scan fields ourselves. We've got to get an agronomist to come in and do it, and yeah, we have to turn automatic spraying levels off. We've got to try and work out ourselves what is the best spraying level, how much do we need to put on. It's going to be quite a challenge, it really is. And so yeah, getting that environmental score up, that's going to be hard. Attingham Park is a beautiful map, even more snow in the snow like this. It's just absolutely gorgeous with all that white out everywhere. And yeah, the low winter sun just hanging over the trees like that really helps things to stand out in relief. Just absolutely gorgeous. Now, I asked you guys about this in the, or you to give your opinion in the comments last time about what we should do about here. Pull in here quickly. Get out of the traffic's way. There we go. Because we're probably getting a... Oh, okay, I'm out your way. What we should do about the fishing area here, whether we should get hold of this. And it was a unanimous yes. It was absolutely, you know, this is in the area you're going for your farm. You should grab it. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to raise enough money and grab this piece of land and get the fishing area. I must say, again, it's even more beautiful down here by the river in the snow. Just look at how amazing that is. Look, there's our farm in the distance. So yeah, it is visible from here. Right, back to work. We're almost back to the farm, and we've got a new auction. Fields 25 and 27 are up for auction. Where are those? Oh, those are... Oh, wow, 27 is a small field down by the big dairy farm. And 25 and 26 are a large pair of grass fields down there. I think those are too far from our farm. I think that we would have trouble farming them effectively, so I'm gonna leave that. Also, it's just gone midday, so it's taken us all morning just to transfer 14,000 litres of wheat. I think we're gonna have to try and get something that's gonna make this job a little bit faster. Fortunately, I can't afford to buy anything, but I think we can rent something that will help with this. So yeah, let's go put this back. It is a little bit covered in snow and things, but it'll be all right. And I think we'll see if we can get something that'll move a little bit faster and might get this job a little bit quicker if we head down to the shop. So in our trusty Defender, let's head down there and see what might be on offer. Oh, it takes longer to stop in this weather, especially when the roads haven't been cleared of snow. Let's go park up here. I think this might actually be grass I'm parking on at the moment, but it'll be fine. Wow, the snow gets on the car really quickly. Let's go and have a look at what we have in here. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we've got that lizard in there. That would give us an extra 20 grand. But as I said, 40 hours is way too much. What I'm looking at is this. This Fiat 9048 would be pretty good. I thought this was available in right-hand drive, but it seems not at the moment. Configuration, we can take up to 30,000. I'm going to leave the A decals on it without a spoiler, with a sun visor. I want a cover for it. No GPS. And the main color I'm going to get in the marine blue. And I'm going to have to pop over to Patron and find us a name to place on this number plate. So I've selected a Patron from the producer tiers who will have their name on the, or have their initials on the number plate. And today it's going to be Galcomp Gamer. So CGC will go on the number plate. Congratulations to him. And yeah, we are going to go ahead with that. So let's lease this. And it's going to cost us £5,112 to lease it. So about half of what we've just earned from the wheat. And yeah, it's going to cost us £1,000 a day and £2 grand per work hour. But we're not going to be using it too much initially. And yes, I want to lease that. There we go. So if we head out to the shop and the snow has melted. So yeah, we have parked on the grass. We'll leave that there for now though. And I'll come back and collect it later. But here is our brand new Fiat Turbo Star 19048. It is, as I said, unfortunately a left-hand drive, but that's okay. Pretty much every vehicle that we get in Farm Sim is. As I was saying earlier in the shop, I'm fairly sure somewhere there is a right-hand drive version of this. I'll have to go and have a look and see if I can find it. But yeah, I was fairly sure that this was available like that. And we're going to head back down to the farm now with this and get it loaded up with sorghum. And then as soon as I've done that, I want to check on the price. Because if the price is still going up, then it's not worth us selling it today. So let's just bring this under here. Like so. I think that's underneath. I can't really see from here. Yeah, that'll do. Take the cover off. And then we're going to fill it, not with the wheat, because as I said, we're holding on to that. 104,000 litres of sorghum. And that is heading in there now. So while that's filling up, let's have a look at the price. So British Grain is sitting at 941. County Stores is sitting at 939, and Old Watermill is still on the way up at 924. Price fluctuations, 943 is the top price. So in fact, none of our buying stations at the moment have are above the maximum price, and we know that January is the best month. So I think what we're going to do is, with this full of the sorghum, we're going to put the cover back on it. There we are. And I'm going to park this up in the shed. And I'm going to head back to the hotel. I think we'll take the rest of the day off. And then we can pick this up in the morning. And get ourselves... I lean forwards here. Yeah, there we go. Not great. Can't easily see out there, but... I might be better off looking in the mirrors, although that line there would probably give me a good straight way in. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh, that's chucking out some black smoke. Right, and in. There we are. Engine off. Out we get. And we'll leave this here and we'll be back in the morning and we'll see what the prices are. 9 a.m. the next morning, and we're here at the hotel. Let's have a look at the prices. Looks like the bidding is going on quite a bit on the on that field, and yeah, price is now going down for sorghum, but everywhere is above the price we're expecting. So yeah, 957 is the price we're aiming for. 968 at county stores. So let's tag that. And that is down that end of the map. So can I enlarge to the point where I can see that? Yeah, that is right down at the gas station at the bottom corner of the map. So let's go jump in the Land Rover and we'll head into the farm and go and get that nice truck full of sorghum we've got waiting there for us. And get that down and delivered so that we can make a load of money off this. And we're almost at the sell point now. This truck is much faster. Now, I can't see out the back, so we'll pop out like this and just back it into here. So we're expecting nearly 30,000 off this. And as we were discussing before, the whole idea is that we're going to be buying pig food rather than making it. And yeah, this should work a lot better from that perspective. And as the last few bits go in, we get 29,400 and 29,048. But that environmental score is hitting us really hard. I really think we probably should get the agronomist in sooner rather than later. Maybe before we sell these last two loads of sorghum off here, because losing that much money every time, that's not good for us. That is going to cause us all sorts of problems. So when I get back to the farm, we're going to make an emergency call, see if we can get those fields done, and see if we can sort ourselves out, because we're going to have to get those fields scanned at some point, and as it stands at the moment, it might just be enough to bring that score up. Okay, so our current environmental score is 32. Field 6 actually isn't that bad. We've got that at 57. That's not too bad. We got 26 and 26 for fields 3 and 12. But our worst one is field 1. So let's purchase the soil information. It's going to cost us 3,600 to do that. That is fine. And that is immediate. Wow, that's immediately thrown that up to a 39. And we're going to do the same for the main farm here. So we'll purchase soil information for that. That's 18,000 to do that. We can't, this is the thing, we can't scan this ourselves because of how we're playing this and because we're using older machinery. We can't use something that uses GPS. And so, yeah, ow. So, yeah, there we go. So, field 12 is almost completely silty clay. Field 3 is a mix, and field 6 is that. That brings everything up to 41 on those two and 39 on that. Not too bad. We are down to just 8,000 now, though. So, yeah, let's get to selling the rest of this sorghum. Unfortunately, we're not going to have as much money as I'd hoped off this first year, but at least now we should stop hemorrhaging money for every sale we do. In fact, this is going to save us if we've got about 2.5 left. Should save us about 3,500 that we'll get back from what we've just done, which is important. We had to spend that money anyway. It's just amazing how much that's cost us. Reflecting on it as I drive down here, that is one of the things we were going to have to pay for. And the fact that we've done it before we've sold this means that we actually have £3,000 that we wouldn't have had before, which is good. I'm I'm happy. It is just the expense of it. The fact that we spent over 20,000. In fact, we spent nearly 30,000 getting those fields scanned and the information done. Does hurt, does sting a little bit. But as I said, we were gonna have to do it on the first year, especially given the amount we were getting penalized for not having done it and not having a good environmental score, especially because we had to plow field 1 this year. That's the reason why field 1 was actually hit harder than our other 2 main fields, because we had to plow it in order to get it up to standard. We are gonna try and get those as high as we can within the limits of what we can do in this series. And I think that's going to be very interesting, considering we can't do the spot spraying and things like that. We are going to have to do things like using a weeder. So a weeder, I think, is going to be a very important thing. We are still under a 50 score on the environmental score. So we're still getting penalized by £500 while we deliver this. But until we start working the fields this year, we can't get that any higher. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting after this coming year's harvest to see what the difference is between what we're getting hit with this year and how we do next year. Loading up with the next batch of sorghum. We've got gonna have about 14,000 liters left at the end of this, I think. Let's have a look what we've got in our storage. Yeah, 14,442. Prices are dropping, although county stores seems to be holding at the moment, which is where we're delivering to. 968 is, yeah, still way above the top price we're targeting. So very happy with that. That means that we can take this down there, and I am keeping my eye on those prices, making sure that we are continually getting the best price, rather than just relying that where we are is the best price for all 3 loads that we've got left. And tipping our 3rd load for today. Yeah, I was saying it's actually 4 loads that we've had off of here today. So we've had 3 full loads, and we've got the 14,000 left that we're also going to sell today. We're not going to hold on to that. As I said before, we are looking to get 30. We're looking to buy pig food. Yeah, 29,012 with a minus £499 environmental score penalty. We have got to get that up. Should be able to get that up to 50% quite easily. But it's, oh man, that sucks. That really sucks. Back to our yard, last 14,000, and as I was saying a minute ago, we are looking to get the pig set up next time. I want to do, we need to buy a good amount of pig food. We need to buy as many pigs as we can, because we need them to obviously make money. We're doing farrow to finish, so the idea is we're going to buy the youngest pigs we can, fatten them up, get as much slurry and byproducts we can, and then eventually sell them for as much profit as we can. And I'm hoping that that is all going to work out fairly well for us. The only thing that worries me is I'd like to hold on to a bit of cash if I can, to allow for any auctions for fields that turn up near us. You know, if field 2 was to turn up for auction, we'd get it at a absolute steal of a price compared to the others, especially looking at the setup we've got on precision farming here. You can see here that everything sort of here-ish, by the looks of things, is sort of silty clay. Field 2, I'm kind of wondering how that works out. That is almost all loam, 98%. So I reckon the bottom corner there is silty clay. Field 2 has to be a high target compared to the other options, which are all very, very negative on here. Of course, we are going to try and buy that today for 36,000. I think the sooner we get the fishing area on to our books, the better. It'll help make up for the fact that we're spending £1,000 a day on this truck, and the fact that we have a maxed out loan. So yeah, the sooner we can get a steady income like that, the better, because otherwise it is just going to be a little too costly to run something like this. And yet we're way short of the 100,000 I was hoping to earn for all of this crop. I think we're going to be in about the £75,000 range. Well, we're over 75,000. If we get up to 82, that'd be great, but we're not going to get that high. 79,000. The penalties have hit us hard. For the amount of grain that we've had, actually, it's not that bad. It would have been nice to have hit the 100,000, and the fact that we've had to spend a fair amount of money today in order to just successfully sell stuff, I'm happy. We got 79,000. We will be able to get a tractor, a yard tractor for that money. We should be able to get our pig set up, and we're going to have to spend half of it trying getting the fishing area. So we're not going to quite get as many pigs as I'd hoped, I don't think, but we are going to leave that for now and probably find out next time, I think, exactly how many pigs we'll be able to afford. The tractor is not going to cost us a huge amount. Of course, we do still need a seeder and seeds and everything for the farm for next year. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. You know what? Suddenly switching out our current tractor for that used one seems like a very, very good idea. It might have 40 hours on it, but it's £20,000 in our pocket. Half the money we would need to get the... Oh, where's that going? There we go. Half the money we would need to get the fishing area. I want to see, is it still in the shop? It's not. What is a TR87 for 36,000. I think we've got a higher TR than that. What have we got? We got a TR... We've got a TR86 for 48,000. That is a TR87. That's a step up. It's only got 31,000 hours on it. And I think it might be time to upgrade the combine. That one there is worth 36,000. Ours is worth 48,000. That would be 12,000 in the bank. I think that's what we're going to go and do. So it's not the tractor we're going to upgrade. It's the combine. And it's going to put another 30,000 in our bank for a larger combine. That, or a better combine, that is really worth it. And in fact, that's the price we'd get if we just straight up sold it from our shed. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to go and sell it from in the shop, which will be worth even more money. I did not expect to get the combine out at this point in the year and sell it for something better than we have to make money. That is quite something. And it's unlike the tractor, we use the combine less. So the combine is something that I feel a lot better about making this changeover for. Now, one thing I want to do is make sure that we get the same configuration set up for our TR87 compared to the TR86. So we'll stop that there. What is the config for this? Customize, factory grain type, old short pipe, standard wheel setup, and no GPS. Okay, fair enough. Let's go speak to them in the shop and go and get this. That is basically a standard setup. So in here We got the TR87 factory grain tank. Yeah, factory grain tank. Standard design. We're not going to go corn special or rice. Nope, just standard design. Old short pipe. Standard wheel setup. No, just want standard. Yeah, just standard setup like that. Can we change the... Oh, why can I not change the look on this? I mean, I prefer the more red one as opposed to the New Holland bits, but there's no way to change those apparently on this. So TR87, we're gonna go with this. This will give us a little more horsepower, 175 horsepower on this. Can't put a number plate on it, unfortunately. We will buy that for 38,478. Okay. And then over here, our TR86. That sells for. So we repair it for that. Up to 54. Repaint it for 14,000. So that should take us up to 69. There we go. And sell that. Yes. There we go. We are up to 95,644 and we've upgraded the combine. Did I really put the corn special on here for this? I didn't think I'd put the corn special on. Let me just take this in here. Doesn't matter if I have, of course. I don't think it cost anything more to do that. But I think that's what the design setup is. So I'm guessing... Let's customize that. Design corn special. Yeah, I don't think it costs anything to... No, it doesn't. So we'll just take the corn special tag off that because that's not what we're after. Yeah. Okay. Repair. We will repair it and get it up to full spec. I'm not worried about repainting. I don't like to repaint my equipment while I am using it. But yeah, there we go. Brand new combine. Perfect for our farm. A nice new TR87. I'm just looking at the difference between a TR86 and a TR87. They both cost exactly the same amount of money. They have exactly the same amount of horsepower and exactly the same amount of stats, except that the 87 is the newer model. So, yeah, that's not more powerful than ours. But... we have managed to make about £20,000 by getting it. So I'm not going to worry about that. We've upgraded the combine to a newer model, but it gives us no advantage beyond that. It's been a couple of days of real ups and downs here on Attingham Park, but... we are up to £94,000. We're in a position to get our pig farm started. And I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth into that next time. So I hope you can join me then as we continue to build our farm. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.